What is going on, world? It's your boy Shinryu back here with another video, and today is a special event for me personally with regards to my journey to actually take Ryu to Triple S for the first time and get him out of that special summons pool into, of course, divination. Make sure you, if you like this sort of content, if you like this video, make sure you guys just do me a favor, today, like I said, it's a special day. Do me a nice solid favor, okay? Smash a like on that video, okay? Subscribe to the channel, of course, share the channel with your friends as well. All right, so let's get back into it. We know, recently Fighter Duel has sort of been on a bit of a slow side, and that is also sort of like a bit translated a bit to my content release. I'm still gonna be getting more stuff out there for sure, but I didn't want to just be spamming unnecessary videos. I'm not really a big fan of that. I like to share stuff that I feel like would be beneficial or at least interesting to watch by my viewers. Okay, so pretty much as you guys already know, I've already mentioned it earlier on, it is time for everybody to actually get this. So the long story short is, in the last couple of moments there, I did do like stack up. I believe it was almost about 160 plus special summon tickets, and all I needed was three frags of 3 units of A plus of A rather units of Ryu to actually make it Triple S, right? Unfortunately for me, during my search here, and I was actually really determined about that, and I only got 2, and the way I actually got the 2 was that on the first attempt, okay, we had Ryu, I had him, I believe it was on my 5th of 6 attempts, or rather I think it was on my 2nd of 3 attempts, something like that, I believe. So the second one was about on my 5th to 6th attempt or so, and the third one out of but it was 4th or 5th attempt, yeah. And then the third one, out of like 6, nothing. It was all pretty much like very, very frustrating, right? I thought at least I could get 3, and I actually broke the way I typically, use the special summon tickets. So what I decided right now when it comes to special summon tickets is I make sure I have a little over, 20 special summons, and I'm going to just pull for 2. And if it doesn't work on that 2, then that's it, and I just kind of forget about it, so that the pain of not getting it as much isn't as bearing as trying to pull, for example, 1 in out of 100. So think about it this way: you're gonna pull, or you go to special summons, right? Let's go over to the draw here. I'm just going to drag this. I'm just going to explain this real quick here. As you can see, Akuma is now my new focus, because we pretty much know that all I need is 1 unit of Akuma, and I'm going to be going to try and get Goku to a decent level, and I'm going to try and get Akuma to Triple S as well. Okay, so but going back to what I was trying to say here, if you go ahead and you try and pull 100 times and you only get 2 units, let's say 2 units out of 100 times, you sure, based on how difficult the special summon has been, you will not feel bad at all. But if you try and pull 2 units 5 times, and out of those 5 times you get 2 units out of 5 pulls of 2s, it doesn't feel as bad as an instance of 10 pulls where only 2 comes out, right? So that's pretty much my mentality towards this going forward, with regards to special summons, until when I can see some sort of improvement, when there's actually like a PD where there's a maximum pool, like for example the 3PR in the regular summons here. Okay, so now we're going to go right ahead and just get to where the magic is about to happen. First of all, we're going to do the quick and awake, and as you can see right now, it's almost there. And I decided that since pretty much you guys already know how much I love Ryu, I was going to do it in front of you guys today, and so I'm going to go right ahead to the for now. I'm actually really excited about this. I'm so excited I'm actually going to the wrong spot. So we're going to go right ahead, and let's go right ahead and now do the the merge. All right, so we go 1, 2, and 3, and now let's get this party started. Here we go. Finally, Triple S. And you guys think this is where it ends? No. this is not where it ends it all. We're about to do something that I haven't done before. As you guys know, having triple S boxes doesn't necessarily mean that you have all the slots, sorted, right? What we're going to be doing is we're going to see how lucky we are when it comes to actually getting his own kit. Okay, I believe I already have one that is established, so we're going to go over every you. It's funny how it was Mad Ryu was one that I actually finally got. He's the only one who I got the garage to complete, and of course the next person who's going to be line is going to be Ivory. Okay, we don't know if we're going to complete it yet. We're hoping that we do, but we're going to try our luck and see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to go over to promote right now, and finally, not only is garage available, all right, but if we are able to at least get a minimum of SSS plus 2, that means we can also start to trigger the soul power. Okay, so we're hoping, like, as this is pretty much a live distribution. I've tried as much as possible to stack up as much of this as possible, so it's going to be all about Ivory today, try and get him to the best. You guys are going to get to see how many stones you can actually invest in order to get this. I'm going to try and make sure that I'm taking calculations as well, so that way I can let you guys know what the exact number is when it comes to the soul powers and the soul shard that you have to invest, and also see how we can actually trigger the use of the soul core as well. Okay, because Ivory has been the one character that I only wanted to push before I actually make an attempt on any other character. Okay, I haven't pretty much experimented the soul power at all, so I have no idea of what the expectations are, how many units are taken. Okay, so we're going to be doing this together and we're going to figure all that out. Okay, so let's get out of the suspense and all that, and let's go to the garage. Okay, so as you can see right now, we already have this one here. All right, so we're going to go right there and we're going to put it. This gets you 38,536. Boom. So first one here, and of course if you look at the rest right now, we don't really have any other one. We just have maybe like a regular, that you probably have this, right? This one too is a regular as well, that's good for Ivory U. All right, all this one's here, nothing else and nothing else. But we're not going to care about the regular ones. We're just doing this just for the sake of doing it, right? So we're going to go right ahead right now. In the workshop, we don't have up to 9k, so we don't do that because we're doing triple R in the workshop, as you guys already know. So what we're going to do is going to go all the way to my bag, and now let's start crafting. Okay, and let's hope that we get lucky. All right, and after this right now, we're going to, you guys should also expect draft day soon enough. If not, I'm trying to see here, I was waiting to do draft day after I accumulated all this here, but we're going to do draft day after we're done with the path to trials. Okay, once I'm cleared with all this, I'm going to do the draft day. This is not yet locked, but it's about to be locked, and then once you get the final things, draft day is going to be next. Okay, so let's go right ahead and let's try and craft, and let's see how lucky we are. Okay, because the fact that I have 6 triple S vehicle kit doesn't mean I'm going to get 6 triple A vehicle kits for Ivory U, but we're going to go right ahead and let's start. So right now, we're going to hit cross. So just select the fighter first. I'm going to select my boy here, submit the order, and let's see what they're going to craft for us. Okay, first one, let's hope it's different from the one we already have. Okay, because we're hoping we can get the full 6. I don't know if we had a bike as the first one here, but we're going to end the crafting for now. We're going to go over to the fighter himself, and we're going to see if, okay, we're lucky. So it's a bike, meaning it's going to be one of these two. It actually happens to be one of the ones that we already have a regular for, so that's 2. So that's actually great. Okay, I'm going to go back again to the bag. We're going to craft it. We're going to do this one by one. Okay, first of all, let's just go right ahead and use this one. Like I said, so one of the ones I just kind of pretty much use as soon as possible. But let's focus on the triple S vehicle kits. I am really excited. So we'll go again, add a review, submit an order. We're hoping we don't get a bike and a sports car. Well, we get a bike, hopefully the second bike or the second sports car, but we hope it's a vehicle that we're not familiar with. Okay, I don't think I have this vehicle, so we're going to end this. I don't think I have that. Let's go right ahead. Every unit needs to start coming up right now. Okay, he's only on triple S, so that's why he's still down there. But let's go over to the garage. Yeah, nice. We don't have any of those. It's a Mustang-like vehicle, so it's gonna be this one here. All right, so there we go. We activated the first of the six, the first of the two that you get. So this one says grants one additional strike with shuriken for damage equal to 230% of attack, and this is no longer a cap on the Sasoniki. Stack count for the effects, but ignore defense, shield, and damage immunity. So great stuff. It's already pretty much halfway there. Hope, fingers crossed, we get everything there, because we don't want to invest all the triple S kits on, like I said, if we need other guys to start getting it. So let's go again. Come on, fingers crossed right now. Let's hope we get a good vehicle kit. All right, vehicle that we don't have. Okay, so we've been lucky so far. This looks like a Jeep. Great. So we don't have this as well. Definitely, I can definitely be confident about that. So that is actually great. Go over to the character, and let's go to Ivory again. Let's promote the guy. Garage here. This looks like the truck. Yep. All right, so we have four. I saw something like a cross there. Oh, current equipment. Okay. I was wondering what that was, or didn't notice well. All right, so we've been lucky so far. We know, 3, craftings and no duplicates. Okay, having a duplicate is typically not the end of the world, because from what I understand, even after you have the 6, you can still sort of like boost each individual one as well. So we'll see how that goes as well. So go right ahead. Summon the order again. Okay, we have 2 more slots, and we're hoping that we can get those 2 slots, because this day has been a long time coming. All right, we got another bike. All right, so this looks like a red bike. This looks different from the previous bike. I'm optimistic. It looks different from the previous bike. Let's just go ahead and just jump straight to this. All right, garage. Yep, definitely different from the other bike. Boom. Okay, so we only have 1 slot to go right now. We have 2 triple S vehicle kits. 2 triple S kits, 1 slot to go, and I believe it's supposed to be, well, we don't know what it is. We're going to find out once we try and do the first crafting. All right, Ivory, come on, let's get this done. Come on, let's get this. Let's complete the trilogy. Let's have our final vehicle. Hopefully, it is. This looks like a different Jeep as well. I don't know. I'm just feeling optimistic. I think the first one was like a blue Jeep. This one is different. This one is different. So that means, if it's different, it means we're able to actually get. Oh yeah. Everything triggered by each pull. I know I'm very certain that I've just been lucky with getting this done. Okay, like I've been absolutely lucky with getting this done. And why do I say that? Because I have tried to craft for Honda and Zangief. Okay, although you know what, when I actually did try to craft for them, I wasn't crafting the triple S. I was crafting like the regular double S. So you don't select the character, you just select the properties that the characters have, their faction, and all that other stuff, and then you try and build it. And I try to play it safe, because Zangief and E-Honda are exactly the same. So maybe that's where it's been a bit tricky or different. So now we have all the 6 here. All right, there was something I actually heard as well with regards to with regards to some extra sort of, so there's, you see, it says level up here. So now it says passive skill obtained after strengthening. Matured layer selected. So only vehicle sport cars exclusive to the fighter may be used to strengthen them. So it looks like you can actually level up. This one just says money. So you need materials again. So as you can see here, and it looks like you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's to actually get it from this to this. But hold on, what is the difference? I'm trying to look at the images carefully to see if there's any particular different apart from stats. Using up different vehicles gives corresponding passive skills. So let's see. Final damage bonus and reduction in PvP. Oh, so you get special stuff like final damage reduction in all battles, final damage bonus in all battles. Okay, so that's what this is. All right, let's see, is it the same for all of them? Let's go to level up here as well. Look at this. So it's almost like, you know, getting those extra that you get in soul power. All right, so this is pretty much the first aspect of it. Okay, what we're going to try and do is we're going to do a part 2. All right, and the part 2 is going to be after I've gotten at least, you know, an SSS plus 2, you know, with every U. But right now I'm actually, you know, excited, and I'm going to go right ahead and test him out in my 3315 here and see how much of an effect he has on the team at Triple S right now. Okay, so we'll just go right ahead and let's hit the fight button. Okay, still gonna be paramount. I'm looking forward to seeing what his shuriken looks like, because as you guys know, it is survived. Oh, that smash is there. Okay, you know what, I wanted, that was the smash I'm looking out for. You know, when you go up with shuriken and you smash into the ground like in Street Fighter 5. So we're gonna go right ahead and now we're trying to focus on so we can get this battle 1. Okay, of course it's important that we get our first. What's important is to get the first, you know, interception. That's it. Did I interrupt? Was it successful? Yeah, it looks like it was successful. Nice. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Bison, come on. Good. You never screwed me over. This has to go through. Come on, shoot your joking on time. Oh, he didn't do it on time. Let's see if we can actually. He didn't do it on time. But let's see if we're still lucky here. But this is where the problem lies, you know, when it comes to Ivory. Okay, you miss one character, you can't do the shuriken anymore. Shut him up before he can actually do anything. Oh, that was nice. Guy was trying to do his sonic boom and I just shut him up there. So even without having him ready for that, I was able to still win the battle, because typically the ideal scenario is you want to make sure that you have the guys to perform his C3, right? But we didn't have that chance there. But as you can see here, I want to look at the stats. I didn't look at the stats at the time. So in pretty much I noticed a difference there. It seems most of the time I always would depend on Fashion Blacker to do the damage. All I need Ivory for is to shoot his Hadouken, do his C1, and, you know, reduce their energy so that way they can't do any special anymore. But over here we're just going to go right ahead and test that. You guys are wondering why Zangief is actually here. Okay, Zangief is there because he's representing Goku right now, just like I always advise. If you're trying to just create a slot for somebody, this is how I pretty much make out how the team is doing. Alright. And now this is going to be a little bit tricky with regards to, you know, when it comes to the guild boss fight, because typically you have a limit on the Satsuno Iki, right, in terms of like what he can do. So I typically do 4 Satsuno Ikis before I use Fashion Blanca to take over, and I will show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so you guys have an idea. So in the guild here, this is typically my team. As you guys know, I don't have a great Bison, so I typically know my Bison until I get my Bison to Triple S, and I'll start using to Triple S. Not only just Triple S, but also to, you know, FS plus 20 plus. Then I'll try and see if I can push him again. But we're gonna try. Right now we have Frankie, who typically tops the chart with 99. All right. So let's see if we can beat him. So typically what I do is I would only do 4 Satsuno Ikis, because that's typically all I need. It might still be enough because I'll still be able to stack up more with, you know, the shuriken and everything. But I'm going to show you guys how I run this guild to try and get at least 100 plus as free to play. So let's go. It's important that you have a very, very strong Bison, okay, because he does contribute as well. So let's go. I don't waste more time on this. I just kind of rush it quickly. Alright, I'll go again. This is available. We don't need to let all the combos go in. what we're trying to do, we're trying to stack up this Iki as quickly as possible. So that's why I'm rushing all this. Now remember I said I typically do 4. I'm gonna use this, just kind of just take whatever is there. And then I start with Fighter Blanca. Or Fighter Blanca let all his combo go in and give you some health, because some of these guys can actually take it out. I don't use my Raging EX until okay, now everyone is brand new. I can use it here. Just add one extra. So let's see how many I get this time around. Whoo! New record. This is my personal record, 153. And of course, Ivry is a huge addition to that. And like I said, typically we're stacking up that Iki. Alright, that means we get the chance to actually, let's look at the stat. Hopefully I can get the stat and not lose it. So Fighter Blanca, like I said, he was on a side he used to take over, but Fighter Blanca is already having a bit of stats on Iki as well, adding to his damage. But here's the ironic thing, even without having to use Ivry to start the combo anymore, he's still getting a decent number, right? So definitely not bad at all. And now we're going to go right ahead and we're going to try only using Ivry Sasuno Iki. I'm sure my guild are going to be like, whoa, what's just happening here? Because typically whenever I actually do come out on top, I'm in just the early hundreds, or maybe about, I think the head I've done is, was it 110 or something like that? But and this is just Ivry at no stars, right? Just triple S, pure triple S, okay? But we're going to go right ahead. I'm going to try, and don't forget my Blanca as well, who's going to be my next focus. My Fighter Blanca is only has like one of three cars to actually trigger one of them. So that's another thing to look out for as well. I'm going to go right ahead and hit the challenge and wrap this up with only Ivry starting, no Fighter Blanca getting in. All right. And I want to see how it does with regards to damage. So this is more or less like a test, and we'll see if it's better to go that route or let Fighter Blanca take over after the 4th. So trying to rush this in real quick. Sometimes they typically succeed in taking out Fighter Blanca. So that's one of the few things that can actually ruin my combo. So I have to be careful when I actually use, my EX moves to sort of like supplement that. All right, typically when I see there's okay, so I think this is a hard area. Well, let's use that. Okay, not real. Okay, yeah, let me use it here before they take out my team. I kind of waited a bit. There you go. Fighter Blanca has been taken out there, and this kind of ruins a lot of things. So now we only have to depend on Ivry, right? But I'm doing something wrong. I can actually take advantage of this instance. Alright, there you go. Naturally just taking them out. And I'm not going to get as much because I did not succeed in actually stopping that. Okay, we're going to try again because I think I pretty much nailed top spot this time around. The only other person is typically each play drive, but I don't think he's ever going to do 154 before. So we're going to try this again, and this I'm going to try to be careful to protect Blanca and make sure that it doesn't have that kill when Sea Viper comes in. So after we talk for Sea Viper, I'm going to be using Hell to counter that this time instead of trying to take her out. Not this Sea Viper, not the early Sea Viper. There's a second Sea Viper that comes around. Alright. And once you can bypass that, then typically should be straightforward. Okay, there she is. And this is health. Still alive, still alive. Oh, he did survive. I think actually Blanca is very important in surviving. So I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to use Bison instead of, so I can do at least 3 combos. Although that reduces our chance of 25%. Yeah, so it's really tough. I think the Blanca way is still the safer way to go. That is because I think when we face C Viper in that aspect, we have to go with AoE to make sure it can take everyone out and not be caught up there. But at least it's good to see that there's a huge difference with regards to having him there. So there you guys have it. We have Ivryu now, and he's now on triple S. Of course, once he gets to triple S +2, we'll definitely let you know. And also we'll go over to divination, as you can see, right? You can have a look here. I'm gonna change him, even though, yep, there you go. He's the new focus right now. We have 10 divinations, and of course we have a lot of diamonds. Let's try 3 divination pools here and see if we're lucky, and hopefully we are. If we get it on the first attempt, that would be great. If not, we'll try 2 other times, So typically it's always tough, Divination is almost like special summons, but not quite like it. So let's try one more time. We're using gems now, hopefully. And I've never actually gotten that gem, surprise. Alright. So, and I'm wondering if I should start treating divination like the theory I mentioned, where I'll only do 2 pulls. I might look into that. Let's see how this one goes. Okay. Ooh, I'm actually glad we didn't stop there. So we actually get him straight to triple S +1. That is amazing. Oh, I'm so pleased I actually tried to still pull. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this for the video. You guys will probably already know what I'm talking about once you see that. And yep, going to end the ignition here. Going to go back, and I'm going to go right ahead to just do one final, quick awakening. There you go. As well, I'm going to go right ahead and do this. And now we have him at +1. Fantastic stuff, right? Yep. So I'm pleased, and that's pretty much it for you guys. And make sure you guys go right ahead and smash a like on the video. And otherwise, it's been your boy Shinryu, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.